What do I want to be when I grow up? Alive.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're looking at 10 underwhelming movies that broke an acclaimed director's golden age.
This is where I turn to run. You will leap for me. I will shut the door.
Number 10. Him, Jordan Peele.
There are a lot of people saying you could be the next great quarterback.
I can already see it now.
Okay, he didn't technically direct Him, but Jordan Peele's name was all over the marketing, so he became intrinsically linked to its success or failure. Well, we all know which direction it went. Produced by Peele's Monkey Paw Productions, Him tried something new in being a sports horror. There was a lot of potential here, especially for creative football-based scares and commentary on what it takes to be the GOAT, but the movie capitalized on none of it.
I hear you've been invited to train with legend Isaiah White himself. Care to elaborate?
I want to be the GOAT.
Instead, it was just a goofy, dreadfully acted, and incomprehensible wannabe of Whiplash and David Lynch. It was such a disaster that Peele parted ways with 2 managers, allegedly because they bought movies like this, but missed out on weapons. Can't say we blame him.
How bad does Cameron Cade want it?
Number 9. Girl 6. Spike Lee.
So, I'm asking you, are you ugly?
No, I'm absolutely, positively gorgeous.
You're beautiful.
Yes, I'm beautiful.
Well, that doesn't make sense. How can a slut be beautiful?
By the mid-90s, Spike Lee was already the voice of his generation, having done Do the Right Thing, Jungle Fever, and Malcolm X. He was a bold and socially conscious storyteller. His films often centered around racial politics and infused with an energetic style. Then came Girl 6, a dramedy about a struggling actress who becomes a phone sex operator.
I got to eat and I got to pay my rent. Phone sex is acting. And if you don't like it, you can step.
Lee's direction was misaimed, almost lecherous, and critics found the story rather pointless compared to his more powerful works. Instead of the fire and fury people expected from Lee, they got a tepid comedy that barely connected with anyone. Thankfully, Lee would bounce right back, but Girl 6 remains his first all-too-obvious misstep.
So I said to myself, if you can't get it in real life, you might as well get it on the job, right?
Number 8. Welcome to Marwen, Robert Zemeckis.
I alone am the one who has the power to help you. Only I can stop your pain.
There are few filmographies as untouchable as Robert Zemeckis's. From the mid-1980s to 2018, his work was remarkably consistent, and he helmed some of the greatest blockbusters ever made. And then came Welcome to Marwen. Don't heed its title. Stay far away. We don't know what went wrong here, but this movie was curiously awful.
We got your back, Hoagie. We always have your back. We're here for you.
It hurts, Jules. It's so painful.
Based on a true story, it aimed for heartfelt inspiration, but instead stumbled into creepy, uncanny valley. The tone was sickeningly sentimental, the writing was often horrible, and critics viciously tore it apart. Compared to his earlier blending of special effects and wonderful storytelling, Zemeckis' doll-based disaster needs to collect dust under a bed. Unfortunately, the bad streak only continued with that horrific Pinocchio.
No more of these sad thoughts, huh? Time for some happiness. See, this is why I gave you a smile. So that you will always be happy.
Number 7. How Do You Know? James L. Brooks.
I follow my father's rule on drinking.
Which is?
Never drink to feel better. Only drink to feel even better.
He didn't direct many movies, but James L. Brooks always hit. His streak from Terms of Endearment to As Good as It Gets was exceptional, and while Spanglish wasn't on the same level as his earlier works, it certainly wasn't bad. We can't say the same for How Do You Know?
If you're really apologizing, you may be my dream girl.
Despite the extremely talented quartet at the helm, we all knew that this movie stunk. It was a tepid rom-com, a sitcom-y affair with awful characters that was far below Brooks and his cast. Even worse, this was the last role from Jack Nicholson, and him going out on this is just a cinematic travesty. What a baffling film this is.
There are strong indications that they are going to indict you. I have canceled everything I've got,
and I am dedicating myself completely to this.
Number 6, Jupiter Ascending, The Wachowskis.
It's like my internal compass needle points straight at Mr. Wrong. Maybe it's my genes. Maybe I have defective engineering too.
It really is remarkable how far the Wachowskis went. They changed cinema forever with the Matrix trilogy, and just when everyone thought they might be one-hit wonders, they kept impressing with movies like Cloud Atlas, and even Speed Racer now has its fans. But then came Jupiter Ascending, their sci-fi space opera that promised epic world building, but delivered baffling weirdness.
Protocol actually says that most Earthies will say that this has to be a dream.
Because a dream is the only way any of this makes sense.
The whole movie was a bizarre fever dream, with Eddie Redmayne putting in what is easily the worst performance of his career, a Razzie-winning masterpiece. He helped the movie become an unintentional comedy, a gut-busting B-movie that was impossible to take seriously, and impossible to follow. Instead of being their next visionary triumph, Jupiter Ascending became a cosmic punchline.
I create life! And I destroy.
Number 5, Memoirs of an Invisible Man, John Carpenter.
Boy, how am I gonna tell my mom about this?
All the dirty parts I'd leave out. Just tell her you met a guy, like him a lot. Could be serious. He's transparent.
One of the most accomplished filmmakers of all time, John Carpenter's streak throughout the 70s and 80s is simply unrivaled. Halloween, Escape from New York, The Thing, They Live, the hits kept coming and they didn't stop coming. And then the 90s happened.
You know, it's always difficult with people like this. No strong emotional ties, no political beliefs, no particular interests. Matter of fact, when you think about it, the man has the perfect profile. He was invisible before he was invisible.
It was like a switch was flipped, and suddenly Carpenter started making dreck, beginning with the woefully awful Memoirs of an Invisible Man with Chevy Chase. Huh? Even Carpenter hates it, calling its production, quote, a horror show, and saying that he wanted to quit Hollywood after making it. His filmography was never the same after this. Oh well, we'll always have Michael Myers.
Now you listen to me, you son of a bitch. I've lost everything but my soul, and you're not going to take that away from me. Whatever I become, it's going to be my choice, not yours. Is that clear?
Number 4, Jack, Francis Ford Coppola.
Miss Marquez, I was thinking that maybe if you didn't have anything to do, that you might want to go to the dance with me. It'd be really, really fun.
The Godfather, Into the Conversation, Into The Godfather Part 2, Into Apocalypse Now is, quite arguably, the greatest string in movie history. And while Coppola could never top it, his work throughout the 80s and early 90s was still consistent and entertaining. Then came Jack.
I just want to be a regular star.
Jack, you'll never be regular. You're spectacular.
Yes, the man who redefined cinema directed a super sappy Robin Williams comedy about a boy who ages really fast. While Williams did what he could, the film was a tonal mess, veering from goofy Williams-esque sight gags to disgustingly sappy melodrama about a young boy's loneliness and impending premature death. Fun. Critics found it saccharine and manipulative, a far cry from Coppola's legendary gravitas. The director has always defended the movie, which is admirable. But no, sorry, it's bad.
I don't have very much time these days, so I'll make it quick. Like my life.
Number 3, Rollerball, John McTiernan.
No penalties. This is gonna be interesting. He tattooed her face. What are you gonna do? I don't know. Play the goddamn game, I guess.
John McTiernan was the action king of the late 80s and 90s, giving us the likes of Predator, Die Hard, and The Hunt for Red October. Even his lesser films like Last Action Hero and The 13th Warrior still have their staunch defenders. No one is defending Rollerball.
Team must go around the track twice, maintaining possession of the rollerball before they can score.
It's really that simple. As simple as using a lifestyle. Treadmill, countdown, before sex.
Loud, chaotic, and utterly joyless, the film swapped the biting satire of the 1975 original for extreme sports nonsense and incoherent action. Critics regarded it as one of the worst remakes ever, and McTiernan's hot streak of smart action flicks went up in smoke. He never recovered his Hollywood standing. It doesn't help that he had the producer's phone wiretapped, then lied to the FBI about it, sending him to federal prison for a year.
Are you gonna be okay?
Stop. Before you say something even more stupid.
Number 2, Lady in the Water, M. Night Shyamalan.
You stole many things and killed your wife and children. That is when you stopped being happy.
In the early 2000s, Shyamalan's streak was unbreakable. After The Sixth Sense made him a star, Shyamalan pounced with Signs, The Village, and that superhero movie we just made an awful pun about. He became known for his wonderful twists, with some even hailing him as a modern Hitchcock, but his streak ended with the messy and self-important Lady in the Water.
Well, you're not a dog at all. My God. This is like a moment from a horror movie.
With it, Shyamalan went a bit too far up his own behind, a reputation that isn't helped by his own egotistical casting as a writer prophesized to save humanity. The endless exposition was also excruciating, leading many to believe that Shyamalan had lost the plot. And with The Happening and The Last Airbender coming right after, the director's dark age became all too obvious.
This boy will become leader of this country and begin a movement of great change. He will speak of you and your words. Your book will be the seeds of many of his great thoughts. It will be the seeds of change.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, North, Rob Reiner.
Oh my God, what have I done?
I'll tell you what you've done. You've realized something that takes most people a whole lifetime to figure out. And some people never figure it out at all. That a bird in the hand is always greener than the grass under the other guy's bushes.
It was clear from his debut, This Is Spinal Tap, that Rob Reiner was an exceptional talent, and he backed this reputation up with all-time great flicks like Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men. So many classics in less than a decade. Reiner was batting 1,000 until North came along.
What are you? Some kind of guardian angel?
Well, I guess you can say that. Because in a manner of speaking, we at Federal Express feel that we are guardians. Guardians of your most important packages and priority communique.
A family comedy about a kid shopping for new parents, North was famously eviscerated by critics, with Roger Ebert's review in particularly being a legendary piece of movie lore. The charm of Reiner's earlier films was nowhere to be found, with stupid jokes, a stupid plot, and stupid characters. Never before has such an awe-inspiring streak come to such a horrific halt.
Dad, you know what that stupid whistle did to me today?
I saw some blood in my stool this morning.
When do you think their golden ages begin and end? Let us know in the comments.